Stressing the driver's life will start when he books on. He'll have to worry about getting his bus on the road. He'll have to worry whether or not the previous driver is turning up on time or is late. When he gets on the bus, he's got his timetable to look at. The first thing that will happen if his timetable is slightly late is he'll get a passenger complaint that he's late. The stress level will begin to rise then. He'll be going along the road, he'll just be getting his time back. An accident will be called somewhere in the town. None of the lights seem to be in his favour. Everything he does as he's going along the road seems to be against him. And boom.
The most important aspect of efficient public transport is the ease with which all passengers can board and alight the vehicle. And with 10% of all UK people having some mobility difficulties, finding a solution is of vital importance. The impact of the built environment on the travelling public cannot be underestimated. The Kassel Kerb has been designed to minimise or even eliminate the gap between a bus and the kerb. It allows the buses to dock consistently closer to the edge of the bus stop. As part of a properly designed stop, it will improve the whole experience of bus travel for everyone, the passengers, the driver and other road users.
Obviously it benefits with people who have some sort of disability, because they can get on the bus a lot easier. So the quicker I can get people on, safer I can get people on, then the quicker I'm going to get away.
And the thing we're told is to follow into the kerb and get as level as soon as possible. Lower the step so that you actually inch away from the kerb rather than feet. Try and keep as minimum a gap as possible, and then follow with the tyres so they actually use it as a stop.
The right start to a journey will improve the passengers' overall experience and encourage their return.
Everywhere needs, and every transport needs to be wheelchair friendly. Why should we be penalised?
If you can actually get on and off a bus where you want to and take you where you want to go to, that's fantastic.
For most disabled people, what is disabling is the built environment around them, not their individual condition. How can they use a transport system just like everyone else? Kassel Kerb's a key link into ensuring that happens. Don't forget too that this isn't just about disabled people. Everyone benefits from better access to buses. Parents with small children in buggies, people with shopping, tourists with suitcases. It's much easier to get on and off the bus if you're encumbered with any of those things or those people when you have the Kassel Kerb.
Making the bus experience more sexy, because we've got to compete with the car. And our recent developments are putting in Kassel Kerbs, so that encourages the bus drivers to drive into the kerb, reduce the gap. When the bus driver lowers the bus, you've got a very small step, so ambulant disabled people can just get on and off very easily, and therefore it reduces loading times on and off the bus, so you can roll on and roll off with the greatest of ease.
There are currently 6.3 million disabled people in the UK. During off-peak periods, 80% of passengers may have mobility problems. That includes people with luggage or shopping and people with children in buggies. Over the next 20 years, the number of people over the age of 60 is set to double. This will have an impact on public transport, which needs to respond to the market. The Kassel Kerb is a particular response. It has been designed to answer a number of issues. The Kassel Kerb is a fundamentally important aspect of an environmentally friendly, user-friendly modern transport system. This is an idea that makes sense, easy, safe, fast. It is the no-gap, can-do solution.
I think it makes life a lot easier for disabled, wheelchairs and ones with pushchairs. They can get on and off much faster, which makes our job a little bit easier and saves them getting frustrated.
They're marvellous for everybody. For able-bodied people too, or people with prams, with kiddies in. I think they're marvellous.
I think the simplicity of it, here we have something that isn't rocket science. It's a little bit more expensive than a standard kerb, but it does a very important job. And I like things like that achieve at a reasonable cost and are effective. So let's go for it.
I hope they can all be like that, you know, make life a lot easier for me and a lot of other people, I think.
Kassel Kerbs, to me, is one of the best things that's happened, because I can get on a bus now on my own.